And we're just doing some little things here. I'm going to saddle him up for the first time here today. Now I start on my horses in a rear cinch. We'll probably put one on them, and that's kind of up to you. I like to put them all in the rear cinch, have them get used to it. With that being said, with a horse like this that's been ridden, it might, and if he's never had one, it could trigger a little bit of a buck, which is not the worst thing in the world. We want him to learn how to move and deal with some pressure. Look at like right there, a little deep. So I just kind of want to see how he feels about the concept, the idea of a rear cinch maybe, before we stick it on him. But this also just teaches them to kind of move and relax and to stay fluid. You see here oftentimes he wants to just do his thing, which is to just kind of stop and lock up. That's how he wants to kind of handle pressure. But ideally we want him to keep moving, stay relaxed, stay confident, stay following my lead, just doing our basic groundwork, even though there's a little bit of stimulus there. So I like there when he kind of mellow it out a little bit here when I get it around his legs. Same thing, I want him to keep moving. If I can catch one of those legs there, now we'll just kind of work him to a stop, to relax here, and then give us that foot. We'll continue to incorporate a lot of the basic things into what we're doing every day, all the things that we've been doing. Always reinforcing the basics of go when I say go and whoa when I say whoa. And we'll see today how he feels about doing all of the same things wearing a saddle. Anytime a horse has to think and relax their way through adversity, they get broker, they get gentler, they get more confident in everything. Not gonna push him right out and drive him forwards and push him right up into a canter or anything like that. Again, I don't want to encourage him to buck. I just want to give him the opportunity to move around and feel that. But with that being said, if he felt the need to start bucking, he's more than welcome to. But if he chooses to relax, calm down, he's welcome to do that as well. That's good right there. I like that. He's a little lazy to get to canter, so we'll put him on this longer line. He's a lot lazy to canter. For a fat pony, he gets the sleeves correct. He's got pretty good there. That's a good sign. I'd say he's still he's a little tense, he's a little bit worried, but we don't worry too much about that. We'll just allow that to continue to melt away. Shorten him up a little bit here. Bring his energy level up, and we'll bring him back down. I think his biggest thing is learning that he can move slow and calm and relaxed without getting tense or without stopping. See here, he wants to either just kind of go either in a steady trot or stop. Walking really is kind of something that he finds to be difficult, especially with a little bit of pressure. See him kind of trembling there for you? He's tense. And all we're doing is then move forward around us nice and easy. And we need to keep moving, not overreact. As long as he's worried or tense or overreacting, then we can just keep at that. So there, he kind of gets nice and soft. Now I'm going to stop him. I'm going to bend him and have him stop nice and soft. There. And then we'll do some desensitizing. Good boy. Good boy. That's just basic groundwork, just basic upwards and downwards transitions. But with him, we're really focusing on having him do them without getting that tense, sticky kind of thing going on, because that's kind of his go-to. When I'm unsure of everything, just kind of lock up. It's not the worst thing in the world. You know, a lot of people would call that a spook in place. You know, if you're riding and your horse gets tense, they kind of lock up. But a lot of times, what can happen is when a horse tenses up and locks up like that, it's what they do right before they do something really bad. So we really want him to learn not to spook in place, but really to not spook. To learn how to handle stimulus and handle spooky situations by maintaining fluid movement and relaxation throughout it. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not ideal either. So we want to train him to be a little bit more ideal.